Hello, my name is Rick Cruz and I coach managers and executives and business team in the business world to the threshold of their own wisdom and awareness, I presume, with my 21st century coaching. Now, I've sent you already several vlogs on this mail campaign, and I'm going to add some more, and I'm going to do a very special one now, an example. I have many more business examples which come along as well during our mail campaign, but an example on Mr. Nelson Mandela. Now, he doesn't live anymore, but he was a remarkable figure. He was born on the 18th July in 1980 in Bothaville in South Africa, and he's also my alter ego, so sometimes I refer back to him to get the dignity and strength and the authenticity that he was known for. I had the pleasure and honor of meeting him once in Ivory Coast when I had to receive him in our Intercontinental Hotel in Abidjan, 750 room, 5-star hotel. And that was quite a remarkable experience, meeting him and greeting him, and to stand there in front of this majestic figure of a man who was in captivity for over 20 years on Robben Islands, cutting stones. Now, I'm not going to extend on that, but I can tell you it was remarkable, and I'm very pleased. I have had the occasion of meeting him once and speaking to him for a brief span of time. But what I really want to go to is, with my human design coaching, is that we have all different designs. And one of the things we always do is we ask for specific birth times. It's not astrology. Human design is not astrology. It's far removed from it. For instance, we take the Earth as a very important planet, and astrology doesn't count for it, where it's the most nearest planet almost to us. It's a bit like saying, well, let me talk to your mother, your sister, your brothers, and your best friends, but leave your mother out because she's not important. So we have a different take on cosmology than astrology has, and that's for another time. But what happens is that we have a cosmic and a genetic design, and therefore it's very important to know the place you were born, the year, of course, the month, the day, and the birth time. It can be a great difference whether you're born, let's say, at 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the evening, with all the minutes in between. So we need to know that, and quite often we can get it from a birth certificate. But I'm going to show you a very remarkable, very exciting or very revelating example, and that is that Nelson Mandela, as I said just now, he's born on the 18th of July 1918 in Bothaville, South Africa. And at the time, this was his chart. I'll quickly show you. This is Mandela. Now, I'm not going to explain you very much, but you can see between the yellow triangle in the top and the green triangle underneath, there's a line called the 6124. That is the channel, the power, the force of the individual thinker. And on the side, you see the 4816, and which is the very creative person who can express and say a lot of things, and well, there's a lot to say to that. And then you see also between the brown square and the yellow diamond, you see a line called the 317. That's the leader, the collective leader, the leader of society, the leader of a company, the inspirator, the savior, the general, if you could call it, of the organization or the country. Now, the funny thing is, if we would have Mandela been born 1 month later, or 1 day later, or a week later, or even maybe an hour later, but I made a print of 1 month later, being 18th of August 1918, also in Bothaville, South Africa, he would have been a totally different person. I can guarantee you, we would have never heard from him. We would have never heard from him. And his design would have been very similar to something like this. And there you see the 4521, which is the channel of money, the channel of the tribal leader. I mean, Donald Trump had that one too. You can see here also the channel of the 2750, which is really about, you know, looking ahead, knowing the future, deciding what happens. There's a lot of strength to it, but you don't see the collective leader, you don't see the individual thinker, and you don't see the creative communicator that he had in his previous design. Here we have a very willpower, strong ego being with a sacral defined and emotion, so it's a very powerful figure, but maybe not the person that he finally was. So what it shows to us is that on one side we've got a biological design of who we were from birth. So I take your blood and then I know it's from your father and your mother, at least 99% of the times that's the case. And then you have a personality side, which makes for your qualities and talents. So my statement is actually we get our biology, our organism, our design, our biological design from our parents, but our qualities and talents are from the universe, from the cosmos. Ask yourself the question, if you have any brothers and sisters, do you all have the same qualities, talents, jobs, skills, affinity with things? Most likely not. I never come across that. It's always different. So that's strange, because you basically come from, roughly speaking, the same sperm and egg cell, and still you're so very different. So something to ponder about. You know, so our biology, our DNA we get from our parents, our personality, qualities and talents is what we get from the cosmos, the universe, and the interplay of planets, which is quite an exciting and extraordinary thing. Thank you very much. If you want to know more, contact me and I'll let you know. And I can draw your designs of you, your team and your organization, and even work out what would be the most ideal composite chart for you and your team. Thank you very much.